Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming. Today I'm bringing you a budget Tangrowth deck. So how does this deck work? Well, we've got two main attackers. The first main attacker obviously is Tangrowth, and he's here to deal with big heavy Pokemon, particularly big heavy tag team basic Pokemon. So he's got this Grass Knot attack. For one, Grass Energy does 10 base damage, but does an extra 30 damage for each value, each colorless energy in the retreat cost of your opponent's active Pokemon. So we can increase and make them heavier with Absolves. So Absolves adds an extra 1 to the retreat cost of any basic Pokemon in the active, and that's the reason why this is really geared towards beating down those big basic heavy Pokemon, because that's how we're adding to the retreat cost and dealing big numbers with the Tangrowth. But of course, we need ways to deal with evolution Pokemon. That's where Spiritomb comes in. So Spiritomb, with the Anguish Cry attack, does 10 base damage, but 30 extra for each damage count on this Pokemon. And obviously, we're hurting itself with this Building Spite, and then even adding extra onto that damage spike as well with the Hustle Belt. So the Hustle Belt, if we've got 30 HP or less, does extra 60 damage, and that's really how we're dealing with evolution-based decks, is with the Spiritomb. Of course, we've got ways to recover Pokemon now, so we've got Lana's Fishing Rod if we need to go and fetch back some more Spiritombs and some more Hustle Belts to continue using that as much as we can right through the game. We can also use the Lana's Fishing Rod to go get back our Tangrowths as well, and Spiritomb can be used against tag team decks as well. So yeah, we've got plenty of ways to attack right through the match. So what's left is setup, and we're using Oak setup to get this. So it searches our deck for 3 basic Pokemon of different types and puts them straight onto our bench. We want Oak setup turn 1 ideally, and we want to get ourselves our Zeb Striker engine up as well as whatever we need, whether it's the Spiritomb, whether it's the Tangler and the Absolves. Whatever we need, we can go and get that with the Oak setup. Because that's so valuable, we've gone with 4 Oak setup and 4 Poke Gears to try and make sure that we're getting into that as often as we can on turn 1. So that's the main setup, and once we get our Zeb Striker online, hence the reason we're using nothing but Pokemon comms as well, because we want that Zeb Striker as quickly as we can, then we're really set up for the game. We can start accelerating through our deck really quickly and get the other parts and pieces that we need, whether it be the energies, whether it need the evolutions. Rosa here can be huge as well, because we can Rosa and Zeb Striker at the same time. That's absolutely massive, and this allows us to search for a Pokemon, basic energy, and a trainer card, so whatever we need at that time to get ourselves going. We're running obviously 4 rainbows, so we can pay for both Tangrowth and Spiritomb. We're wanting a couple of Dark Energy just in case we need to go more Spiritomb heavy, and a couple of Grass Energy just in case we need to go Tangrowth heavy, and that works quite nicely with the Rosa as well, because it allows us to search for basic energies, so that's the energies that we can search for. Statement of choice, we're just going with a couple of Shrine. We're just here to getting extra chip damage that can come in kind of handy as well. And yeah, that's really the main idea behind the deck. So let's get into some matches. Hello, TCB Snapshot. Welcome. Alright, well, we're going second, so let's put Spiritomb up so we can put some early pressure on. We'll chuck everything down just a moment. We need an energy card though. We've got Nagalord. And this could be a big issue. The old Nagalord. If it's able to, accelerate through. Depends whether or not you've got greens or not. But if it's able to get into its beast rings quick enough, we've got problems. Caitlin Cynthia. Get rid of Tag Call for it. I probably would have Tag Called and got something else, unless you got something like everything else that you want. Mysterious Treasure. Alright, now this is the problem. This is where we start panicking. Getting rid of Beast Ring? There's the Mischievous. You've obviously got Dust Stone. Yep. So what's really bad is we're on second against this as well. Going first against this is bad enough. And here's your straight, like you're gonna be straight into both of them. Can tell. Second Mischievous, this will be Miss Magius again. Or you've got the Miss Magius sitting in hand, one or the other. Let's gear, see what we get. Noke setup. I feel like chip damage is probably a waste of time. Might as well just go with the Oak setup. We'll go and get ourselves the Blitzel, the Spiritomb, and although maybe a second Absol's fine. Go more Tangler based. Yeah, I think so. Chuck Shrine down there. I'm assuming this Spiritomb goes down here. But keep in mind, I don't have a huge amount to play with. At least you're not taking multiple prize cards here. You've got Choice Helmet on. So we have the Zeb Striker Wing in play. We want to max out the Absols as quickly as we can. You are going to switcheroo just to burn cards. Bills. So you just need a way into Miss Magius, and you got many of them, I'd say. Though those two are not it, which is interesting. That's very interesting. Alright, Tangrowth. Zeb Striker, I need to keep you, so we're going to Cynthia first. We actually don't have the attack here just yet. So I think we might just sit and hold. I don't want to get rid of this yet. I'm forced you to have to blow up this. I know I'm going to have to get through two of you. What was the amplifier? 30. So you've got 3 naturally. 6. That's 18. I'd be shocked if you didn't get what you needed from here. Just going Caitlin and Cynthia for it. That seems fair. At least we've stand proof already with the Zeb Striker. That's something. So Jet Pierce. Got Tangrowth down. We're going to chuck another Absol down. Could Rosa here? I feel like Rosa is perfectly fine. So we'll go Rosa. We'll grab ourselves another Tangrowth because we need that for next turn. And we'll... What do we actually want? That's the thing. Another Grass NG. I don't think we want another Rosa as such, because we have to have a double line of Tanglers happening. So we might want to Cynthia on the next turn. Just to maximise that pull. Yeah, I think that's fine. So get Tangrowth down. NG to you. Don't want to sprint this hand at the moment. Or Grass Knot. Get 190 damage onto this Nagalord. Knowing that I've only got 3 prize cards really to play with. That's it. Yep, there's the Malolana play. Just kind of suspecting they'd be coming. Since that half it, he'll take another 60 off here. What am I hitting for? 190 at the moment. Which is an intriguing amount to hit for. Because you're actually going to need more healing as well. So you're potentially going to force me to take the KO on you. I don't have any gusting at the moment. Like on this Mischievous. Just to fully heal this. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. Which is annoying. It is annoying. At least the Shrine's putting some chip damage on. What's in here? Spiritomb. Nothing I really want just at the moment. So Cynthia. The moment we'll hold. Or just Grass Knot just to get rid of this Mischievous. So at least you can't do that again. But you're able to basically heal this completely up. And I can only amplify by another 30. I want you late. Gonna stamp me? Alright. Go to Tangler. I don't really want to sprint out of this. It's not the ideal, but we can put a Tangrowth back with a Lana's Rod, and we've got a couple more Lana's Rods at some stage. And I feel like it's pretty important. You're going to have to set something else up as well as getting switches and things like that. And you really can't afford just to blow up another Mischievous unless you're pretty confident you can survive all of these. So it'll be interesting to see what you do there. I need to add some gusting into this deck. That's what I desperately need. I forgot about putting great catches in. Oh, you are going to give me that prize card. Very interesting. Very interesting. Guessing you're just hoping you can switch around and I'm not going to have answers to that in time, which you could be right. I need Great Catcher in here just to stop these sort of shenanigans. I don't have any hand disruption either. Forgot about all of that sort of stuff. So maybe I'll go one less Spiritomb and build it more around the Tangrowth rather than the Spiritomb. Potentially. That's how we go. Although, 190, I can get to you. Can't I? So what am I? Let's think about this. I'm doing 3, 6, 9... No, sorry, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a 6 retreat cost at the moment. It's 180. We're actually doing enough already. I'm right, aren't I? 3, 6, that's 6 times 3 is 180, plus the 10 is 190. So I'm doing enough already. So let's just chuck this down. We'll power pad ourselves back our Rosa. Have we got game without me even actually doing anything? I think we might. But I don't want to take any chances. Grab Rosa. Grab out Tangrowth. Yeah, so we do need, I'm just thinking for the deck, what I actually want. We do need some gusting available. That's super important to me. Oh, I've already got Tangrowth. Oh, look at that. Oh well. Chuck more Tangrowths back. And for the moment, we'll just Grass Knot. I'm pretty sure we've got it. Yeah, we do. So my answer's right. So things I've learned is I want more gusting. That's what we want. More gusting. Maybe not lean on the Spiritomb. Well, the Spiritomb's huge if we're coming up against evolution decks. That's the reason I've gone like a 4-4 split. Let's have a look at the list and play. Hello, 1219032. Welcome. Kind of nearly like leaving the Absol available to me as a potential poke comms for the Zeb Striker, because the Zeb Striker is like absolute clutch to get. Salazzle, Lightning Fire. So Lightning Fire suggests potentially Reshirom. Yeah, we'll draw a card. With Tangrowth in the mix now, I'm feeling like Absol's fine to play. Because we are Oak set up and everything as well. So, we will Oak set up ourselves. Go and get Blitzel, I reckon. Go and get ourselves out. I feel like we don't need Spiritomb. What's your retreat cost? 3, beautiful. So we'll get another Absol. Get a Tangler. That's what we want here. And what we'll do is build some Spite. Chuck this to you. Just go Shaun, you got the turn 1 KO, that's all. That's it, we'll hop. Lily, probably not the greatest of starts. Salazzle, Volcanion, will join the party. So how do we want to play this? Do we want to see if we can get ourselves a Rainbow Energy instead? Is that what we want to do? Oh, hang on, I wanted... that was a bit silly. Stuff it. We'll just go this down. Grab a Cynthia pole. What am I Blitzel? Ah well, I've got Tangrowth. There's that. We'll go and get a Blitzel, because that's too important. That's why I Zeb Striker. I've got a Blitzel. Chuck that to you. I may or may not get use out of that, but we'll chuck it down. Do I want to sprint this hand? Yes. The answer to that is yes. Yes, we do. And we'll switch, because that gives me more value. So then we'll Grass Knot. Hit 160 damage into this Reshirom. Put under the pump. And if you do take me out here, then we've got Rosa for the next turn, which is really nice. So that's set up pretty well. Zeraora, So now you're able to get the KO potentially with the Zapdos. If you're able to get into something so you can actually attack with the Zapdos. So maybe a Tapu Koko. Now you don't have anything in the bin yet. Got a great potion. That seems fair. But I feel like you need to do a little bit more than that. 5 retreat cost at the moment. Well, technically a 0 retreat cost. Does that... That does beg questions. Does that mean I've got to really try and take this out with the Spiritomb? I don't know. I actually don't know how that works. Because if it does, then I might actually need to think about adding something to get rid of your ability to the deck. I think we nearly think about that anyway, to be honest. Yeah, I think just Ditto down right now is fine. We'll just continue building some spot. That seems pretty good to me. And then we'll just grass knot this Volcanion, take him out. I mean, another Ivysaur would be nice, but I think we're attacking with the Spiritomb in the next play now. We'll worry about getting another Absol up after that. So who are you going to come in swinging with? I'm not going to risk anything because I really do feel like with the Zeraora in play, you're doing nothing to anything with a Lightning Energy on it. So I'm probably going to be banking more on Spiritombs for a little bit. I mean, Great Catching you up's pretty good as well, as long as there's no Lightning Energy that ever appear on you. That seems like a pretty fair move. But we'll go in with Spiritomb. Get another Spiritomb cooking, because that's pretty important. I only got one more Spiritomb, so we're going to need our rods. Kind of want to use Power Pad and Roses if I can, but... Well, Power Pad now, because I'm not going to have many Roses that I can use, so we'll just chuck a couple of Cynthias into the deck. Cynthia. Got a Rainbow Energy to you. And then build some Spite. Didn't find my Great Catcher yet. This could find me a Rosa into that Great Catcher, which would be enough to, I think, get you. And that's definitely what I want to target down, is that Zeraora. That's what we're looking for here. There's the Tapu Koko. Please don't put it on you, because otherwise I have a lot of problems. I'm assuming that's where it will go though. Where else would it go? Wouldn't go anywhere. Have we got any lightning in the bin yet? One. But having said that, if you put it on you, we're using Spiritomb to try and get you here. Yeah, as long as I can find my Rosa. That's what we want, is Rosa on the next turn. 170 to one of my bench Pokemon. If you end resolve during this turn, it's 171. So it's going to be a double KO. Managed to get into those sorts of shenanigans. So what would we need? In fact, we need more than just Rosa. Rosa gets a lot of the pieces we need, but doesn't get them all. Because we need Great Catcher, we need a belt. Because I'm only doing 100 without that belt. Although you're not going to attack. Well, Great Catcher does it for me right now, which is brilliant. That's what we'll do. Great Catcher, get you up straight away. That's what we want. So get rid of these two. Bring you up. I know I could go and get 3 prize cards, but this is the one that I'm worried about, personally. So we'll build some spite here. Build some spite just here. Is there anything I want to rod back in? Right now, not particularly, necessarily. Yeah. There we go. Good game, good game. Hello, TCB Snapshot, welcome. Get the Blitzel, get the Absol down. Alright, we got Oak setups. It's not the, like, you want Oak setups straight away? So this is going to be the Guzzlord, the Nagalord deck. So I'm happy that we've got that good poker gear. I need that, and comms. Alright, this is a nice setup. Well, Oaks, we'll grab one Spiritomb. Or do we want to really max out the... I gotta assume this Tangler goes down. We might really go and max out the Absols that we're getting down. Do we want a Ditto down? This is a hard choice. Obviously you're coming down. We will chuck Ditto down at the moment. And that means just holding from here. I'm just assuming that you go down on the first turn. We'll really focus on just having 2 of these to begin with. Ideally we'd like 3 Absols, which is what we're, I suppose, hoping to get ourselves into after this, but we'll see, we'll see. See what happens. Ditching a stamp. That's the only thing that could ruin my day is stamps. Which I'd have to assume is probably coming. I'm hoping you don't have another way into a Mismagius. I mean, he didn't have a Mischievous, obviously. So you're going to have plenty of stadium control in this, I'd say. A switcheroo. That technically means that... I doubt there's another Mismagius coming, necessarily. Alright, so what we want to do... I've got way too many Oak setups. Right at the start of the game. Zeb Striker, we don't need any more Oak setups. We might actually just sprint this hand. Honestly. Because we really don't need any more Oak setups. We're sprinting this hand. I am very glad that we went and got Zeb Striker. Sprint that hand. Got Rosa. Got Alana's Fishing Rod if I want to go and get that Hustle Belt back. Which could be useful later, but I feel like we'll just leave it for another time. We'll shuffle for the moment. Alright, we've got Tangrowth, we've got Shrine that can start doing some work. Retreating's hard, you're going to have to switch. I feel like we'll hold, because we're not attacking this turn, so we'll just hold with what we've got. If you do manage to take out Tangler here, we'll go in with Ditto. That seems fine. So got 2 Nagalords down. You do have the switch. So you're able to get rid of this, which is unfortunate. But that's a big call if you don't have Miss Magius straight away. Potentially. I don't know. We do desperately need to find an NG now. So this turn's all about finding the NG. What have you got for me? A Cynthia. That's probably giving me the best chances. We really... Cynthia. We might need to sprint this hand. We get an NG. That's good. That's good. Don't have Rosa. We're not going to be playing double Absol next turn. So we'll go and grab ourselves out of Tangrowth. That seems fine. Alright, Tangrowth you up. Energy to you at this stage. And Grass Knot. So it's a pity that I'm not getting like more than just 160 damage on. But if you switch right away, like that's awkward, potentially. Unless you can get your Miss Magius straight away. If you're attacking with this guy, well, I potentially have the KO. Which is what we want. Yeah, so... Get rid of the Miss Magius. We have Gusting for this matchup now. That's something that's changed since the last time I've seen this. Oh, you don't even have the attack. That's brutal. That is brutal. Alright, well, we'll shuffle. We could rod a Hustle Belt back. No, we don't want to do that. We'll just keep this hand for now. We'll just keep the pressure on you. So we're not getting the KO, but we are putting a lot of pressure on. You've got to get yourself going now, and that's a lot to have to try and heal. Plus you've thrown another Miss Magius away. We could have dug to see if we got that shrine. Maybe I should have. It's a lot to throw away, just digging for a shrine. It's not looking good for you at the moment. Yeah, it's really not looking good for you. We'll just Cynthia. So I'm seeing these a bit, but I'm seeing like these decks a bit, but I'm seeing them really brick up, which is interesting. So we'll take the Nagalord down and we skip your whatchamacallit turns. I think what they call Beast Ring turns. I think you've just realised that. So we're in a very dominant position from that point forwards. Hello, Rai Kuchfun. Welcome. We're attacking this turn. We're ideally not using this to attack, but oh well. Here's what it is. Do we play everything? I think we do. Yeah, we do. Let's keep something that we can still Poké Gear, just in case I top deck a Poké Gear. We got Reshirom. Going second against it. Guess we can get some chip damage on it. It's not much, it's like... It's pathetic really, it's 40 chip damage. But you never know, that 40 plus the shrine, it might come in handy at some point in time. I don't know when, but it might. Alright, double Reshirom down. Got a Grass NG. We'll Oak set up. Go and get ourselves Blitzel. I like Absol here because we've nearly got what we need to attack on the next turn. Hopefully Pokegear can save us. And a Tangler. Yeah, that's fine. That's what we'll base around. Yeah. Alright. At least I can attack. Let's not sit here and like pout around the fact that we can attack. I'll hold this just in case the top deck of poke comes again. Anguish Cry. Just because it allows me to get you on the line, which is what we desperately want. So 50 damage on you is better than none. Let's all agree, 50 damage onto a Reshirom is better than having no damage on a Reshirom. So I need to make a lot happen on the next turn. What's in the top of my deck is gonna like matter so much. I need either a Rosa. So here's what I need. Either a Rosa or a Cynthia. Or a Tantalizer, I guess. That'd be the ideal. Come on, top deck. Oh, we top deck the Cynthia. Let's burn this. Alright, let's think about this. Rosa or Cynthia better? Rosa guarantees me an attack with this guy. Or I could go and get the Blitzel. Let's grab Rosa. Have we NG attached this turn? Yes. Such a hard decision. Let's grab Rosa. We're going to take a punt that our top deck... We're going to take a punt that our top deck can get ourselves Tangrowth. That's what we're going to do. Grab Shrine, just keep Shrine pressure back on. And grab a Grass NG for the next turn. Although, no, that was silly. Because I'm sprinting this hand. I should not have grabbed the Grass NG. We got our Tangrowth though. So that's something that was really, really important to us. So a Grass Knot. Got 160 damage on. So what do we need in the next one? A Tangrowth, a Grass NG, which I was silly enough to thin my deck of. This is getting dangerously close to having GX territory. Oh no, it's only 1 NG. Okay. We should hopefully get the KO here. Hopefully. Between Spiritomb and Cynthia, surely we can get there. I hate the fact that I've thinned my deck of a Grass NG. Because that was extremely clever of me. So Absol down. Cynthia up. Got the NG. Got another Absol as well if we really wanted it. We are going to have to ditch this hand. So do I Great Catcher you up? That's the question. Do I great catcher you up? So you've got 240, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's that? 7 threes, 21, 22. No, I don't great catch you up. What we've got to do is just be satisfied. We're going to lose our Absol here while we're desperately finding your evolution again. And we do miss it, which is real bad for us. Real bad for us. What we can do is bring back a Tangler. It's getting to the point where maybe another Absol's actually better. So the upside is Toxic's putting 2 damage counters onto you and a shrine, like you're just a shrine away. So it's not all over. You have to get rid of that shrine now. And you have to jump out of the active if you want to save that Reshirom. So you got rid of the shrine. I've got one more shrine in deck. You also have to get out of the active. So you're going to have a switch to do it, I'd say. Because good luck on retreating that Reshirom at the moment. Or you'd have to have a Zeraora. Zeraora would be another way to get it. So this can get you to switch. Tag switch lightning energy. So do you have the switch? Because if you don't, that KO is huge. And I mean like absolutely mammoth. You don't. Ooh. Wow. This thing is going to come in. It's got 1 retreat cost. That's a problem. Bet myself getting a great catcher as well. Why not? Let's go for it. We've got 3 cards to play with as we come into this. Got Tangrowth. What are we looking for? A great catcher. I mean, Rosa can help us here as well. Rosa would be massive. Rosa would be absolutely phenomenal. Come on, Rosa. Oh, we get a Tantalizer. So we've got a bit of time to play with this. So Tangrowth on, get a Spiritomb cooking, as much as I want a Tangrowth, but we'll just get a Spiritomb cooking. Build some Spite here. Chuck a Hustle Belt. We'll Liza this. Shuffle. Come on, great catcher. That's what we're looking for. So we got the energy. We'll get rid of the Oaks, because we're sprinting this hand. Come on, great catcher. Looking for my other great catcher. Oh, we miss on the great catcher. That is unfortunate. We're having to hit with Spiritomb on the next one. Which can get the KO. Then we're setting up for, so you go to 2, I go to, you take out this immediately. I'm on 1, like you're on 1. I just think we've got to somehow make it happen. Alright, we'll just Grass Knot. I don't know how many more energies we've got to play with. Plenty of... Yeah, we've got plenty of energies to play with still. Can't believe we missed on that great catcher. Great catcher would have been phenomenal. So we don't want... So this is a Pokecoms to go and get a Tangler in. If we've got Tangler still in the deck. Which I don't know if we do. You're going to switch in. Which is a big call. Because you were on turning point turn. Maybe you were concerned about losing all those energies. Maybe that was the big concern. I mean, you're still on turning point turn, I guess. Oh no, you're not, because you take this prize card. Alright, so we're kind of all in on the Spiritomb to get as much chip damage as possible. Maybe have the Welder Lightning Energy. Maybe not. This has to go back in. We have 2 rainbows. We have 1 Rosa sitting here. We have the Great Catcher. So I think we Lana's back at Tangrowth. Yeah, so Lana's fishing rod back at Tangrowth. That's for sure. Do we just settle with the Darkness Energy? I think we do. That's the smart play here. Settle with the Darkness. Oh, I could have the Rosa sitting in my hand. Which would just about allow us to go for whatever we want, but I'm going to sprint this hand. I want to put another Rosa back in the deck. That's for sure. So we'll grab this. We have the Tangrowth sitting in here, but I want to thin the deck. So we're going to comms you back. Cynthia, get a nice big hand. I know a Stamp's probably coming. So the reason why just holding something isn't good enough. Anguish Cry, get the 70 damage on. So we got Rose and Tangrowth sitting here and the Rainbow Angel up. We've actually got everything we need because we've got Great Catcher to go and chase this thing. I don't think you've got enough to be able to get your GX attack off. I know he ends resolve, that's all he needs, ends resolve with it. But you can't Welder and ends resolve in the same turn, but if you've got an E-switch with ends resolve, I mean, it could happen. I mean, one thing you have to do is stamp me. You do have to stamp me. I mean, that's the energy attachment there. No ends resolve, so you're not winning this turn. Alright. That works for me. That works for me quite nicely. So you need to attack with this guy in the last turn, I feel. Dangler, you're up. We don't even need anything. We're home. Good game, good game. Hello, Great White. Welcome. So what's the priority with the Oaks setup? Absol or Spiritomb? I really feel like Spiritomb. Yeah, definitely Spiritomb. We'll grab that. Let's all, do we have Zeb Striker? Beautiful. Grab Tangler. Grab Spiritomb. Yeah, we're good with that. Build some spite here. Get this to you. So only one NG attachment, so I feel like I don't want to take Liza switch in this either. Because if I get an NG, I can retreat out of the Absol. Oh, that's not ideal, but we do have a switch in deck. A couple of them, I think. Yeah, I'm still running two. At least it also makes these retreats out of the Jirachi a little bit more awkward. Yeah, we definitely want to attack with the Spiritomb first. We're gonna have Tinatags. These are gonna be targets. It's the last Spiritomb we're using. Definitely the last Spiritomb we're using. Oh, we've got the NG attachment. So, yeah, we'll Cynthia out of this because I want more setup. And hope that we can find ourselves that switch rather than taking Liza. I want to get your evolution online as quickly as possible. Latios is in this deck. At least it's going to be really hard for this Jirachi to get out. And the Jirachi's gone the next one, so then you're going to need something else that you can retreat from, which is kind of nice. Or you're going to need switch cards, which I'm assuming this plays plenty of switch. It's got to. But there's also only so much switch, so that's always interesting. The Nagalord Punny, certainly teched out. Get melee set. Getting the spell tag set. Yep. Alright, so this is the only Spiritomb I'm using for game, and we're attacking with it here and now. We could just set up the rest of our bench, which I think is what we're actually going to do. Because we can burn our dark energy here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we'll get rid of this. We'll go and get our dark energy, since we've got two of them. We'll burn this to get out. We'll build some spite here. And then Oaks. Go and get ourselves you and you. We're fine with that, aren't we? Yeah, we're good with that. So hopefully take out my Spiritomb on this play. That's what we're going for. He's taking out Spiritomb. And then we can Rosa. And go and get your evolution. And our grass NG out of deck. And then we're pretty happy with the board state. Especially since I'm going to be testing how many switch cards you also have. We're pretty happy for you to take out the Spiritomb. It'll be interesting to see where you put the spell tag damage. Whether you try and get rid of my Blitzer as quickly as you can. That will be interesting. So you're able to retreat out. But you need another guy. But you could put it to me if I KO this, then I KO my Spiritomb. Which you're going to. So then I need to make the decision, is that worth it? And I think it is, to be honest. I do think it is worth it. So I'm going into you next. The 4's going to go on you, I can tell. Although, no, you want the Spiritomb. But you've got to have the KO. So I put it to you, do you have the KO? Yeah. So, do we need to build Spite to get it? Although, do I have the numbers to get there? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. No, I don't. It'd just be getting chip damage on you. Which is fine, I can live with that. Chip damage on you. We're good with that. We'll just Anguish Cry. Oh, we hit for weakness. Of course. I shouldn't have spilled Spite. Because now it's only 2. Oh well. It is what it is. Hopefully we can get you up on the next turn so you're not under threat. That's what I ideally want. But you've also now got to have a way that you can power up and get into that Giratina. So yeah, we'll just go Tangrowth in. So it's putting you on a pretty big clock to get yourself up and rolling by taking that KO. But having said that, I don't have what it takes to get a KO on this Mally. Just at the moment. So I might be waiting for you to KO my Tangrowth. Which is sad. You wouldn't retreat here. You just sit and wait. Okay, you will retreat here. Not liking how much damage is building up on this Blitzer. Let's get Shrine down. Just gonna thin this. At least you're safe for another turn. So Cynthia, I probably should have got rid of the Oaks with the Viridian before I started that. But we're happy enough to... Given that there is no... So we'll put you back. Grab the Zeb Striker. It's safe to play Ditto this turn. And besides, if you go after Ditto, then it's taking the attention off of Zeb Striker, and I'm fine with that. These are dead cards for me now, so have yourself a Hustle Belt. And do I want to get rid of this hand? Not necessarily. We'll just Grass Knot. Whack you out. 160, perfect damage. And that's Great White done. And it is time to rate this deck, and staying with damage here, well, we can ring up really big numbers, like good numbers. It's not one-shot numbers on tag teams, but really big numbers, like 200 plus, with both the Spiritomb and the Tangrowth. And that's all for one NG. So the damage for one NG card, I know that we're not one-shotting, so I can't give it a 10 out of 10, but for one NG card, the damage that we can actually bring up with this deck, we're giving it a 9.5 out of 10. As for the defense, well, we're a one prize card trade, plus we've got the actual advantage here that if they're big, heavy, basic Pokemon that like to place damage counters on you, which is a big weakness to Spiritomb decks. Often, you know, we're looking at things like Mew Mews or Tinatags, obviously. We can lean heavily on our Tangrowth in those matchups to try and help us with just a bit of a bigger HP. So being a one prize card trade with a bigger HP against those sorts of decks. Whereas if they are, you know, other types of decks like evolution based decks, which is what Spiritomb's more here for, we can happily place down Spiritombs onto the field and not be worried about necessarily all that sort of jazz. So I like the flexibility within the defense here. We can go with slightly higher HP. I mean, it's not massive, but we can also go with the Spiritomb lineup as well. So yeah, the defense, one prize card trade, and we've got some flexibility there. I'm giving that an 8 out of 10. As for reliability, well, the Professor Oak setup with the Zeb Striker engine, I'm starting to fall in love. I mean, you suddenly become stamp proof with the Zeb Strikers. The Zeb Strikers are really hard to gust up at the moment as well. And if you really lean heavily towards the Oak setup, I'm finding that you can get to that Oak setup with, you know, the Poke Gears and obviously maxing out the Oak setup pretty consistently. So we're loving the reliability of this at the moment. So yeah, super efficient attack. Love the setup with the Zeb Striker as well. Reliability, I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10. And overall, yeah, I was really impressed with how this competed. I haven't played an extensive amount of matches, but going 8-2 with the deck is pretty impressive. So yeah, I'm liking the early start with this build. So overall, I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10.